ultimate growth going on,
Right.
So, were we not live that whole time?
I don't. It was live, and it might have bumped off and came back or something, but I don't know. It was weird.
That is weird.
Yeah.
Hopefully it was recording the whole time.
I
But
don't know. We'll see.
yeah, the
But
fact that,
in case for folks that are just catching up, it's we're talking about Instagram and social media right now.
yeah, because nobody really asked us any questions, did they?
No, somebody. Well,
Okay,
this was my favorite. This is my favorite thing to come across.
yeah, like that just leads me to believe that we haven't been recording this whole time.
Maybe I pushed the button, and it went
Did any of you
live
guys
during.
see the intro? Did anybody see the intro? Please comment right now. Did you guys see the intro? Or
Yeah,
have you heard us
did it
talk
not
about
come
any,
across
or have we
well?
just been talking to each other like a couple of chodes for the past 5 minutes? Because if that's the case, that's hilarious.
All right. Well, just in case. What is up, Fanatics? It's 8:05 p.m. Mountain Time, and that means another episode of Home Theater Fanatics Live. Tonight is episode 180, and back by popular demand. And I mean, people have been outside of my home picketing. I've received hate mail with requests saying, "Why haven't you done this already?" Well, it's finally here. Back with us, live and in living color, is Mike from Audio Arkitekts. Mike, welcome to the show, man. How you doing today?
Dude, what an introduction. Thank you so much.
It feels like we've done this before.
Man, this is like deja vu. So
Deja vu all
let's
over
see if I
again.
can remember everything I said. Thanks for the introduction, Jiles. I'm sure you've probably lost a few followers by now just because I'm even on here. So
well, I figured that into the cost benefit kind of thing. So it's okay.
To those of you, how you doing?
It feels like I just saw that again too. Wow. Do it one
I
more
wanted
time,
to
man.
recreate that moment. So dude, okay, so we've been yapping for 5 minutes about stuff. So I really wanted to talk about social media and hi-fi, because not only us, but there's a few people I know for sure Hi-Fi Haven in the comments is active on social media. Good friends
He's
of ours.
prolific on social media, not just active, prolific.
We have a lot of good friends that are great social media, not only social media managers, but social media, connoisseurs. I'm happy I just hit 50K on Instagram.
Woohoo!
Which, to be honest, I feel like it's almost cheating because it's become so easy with Reels. However, I think I'm going to ride this storm until it shoves me into shore, because this is a great growth opportunity for anybody that is doing anything on social media to take advantage of the fact that Instagram is pushing Reels so hard, in my view, to be direct competition to what I would consider failing TikTok at this point, because TikTok, I don't hear many people talking about it anymore. I think now that Instagram is, but then everybody's kind of divisive on Instagram as well. They're like, well, we don't want to lose the picture platform, which is how it started, And then I even made a funny comment to you earlier saying that this is a good pivot point for Tumblr to come back and make actually not even come back, just to start.
That's funny.
But then TikTok, with it being a Chinese-owned company, and with our current, socio-political climate, we don't know where that's going to end up. So I think it was smart for Zuckerberg to position Instagram as a sort of replacement for TikTok, but still keep the essence of the pictures. I don't know.
I don't know that they've even wanted to keep the essence of pictures anymore. Everyone, and by everyone, I mean the gorillas in the room, and by that I mean YouTube and Instagram, have both prominently created and pushed out their shorts platform, right? So it's called Shorts on YouTube and Reels on Instagram, and it is absolutely, as you said, to be challengers to TikTok, right? TikTok has grown a lot. It's big. I don't hear too much about it either, but I think it might be related to the circles that you swim in, because there's
Mm,
some people, and I think it does skew younger than us, right? I think when you're hit, in the 20s and down range, it's like all TikTok all the time. Um,
mhm.
I think it's huge, and I think companies are feeling the bite of missing out on all of that advertising opportunity, because there are people sitting on their phone looking at TikTok, and that's a platform for them to make cash. And when both YouTube and Instagram say, "I need some of that pie," they've done their homework.
Here's the thing too, it's I don't know how it is for you, but at least for me on Instagram, when I'm looking through the reels, or even I know they actually integrate and carry over onto Facebook, but who's really on Facebook anymore? And with the YouTube Shorts, they actually, I believe, carry over to Facebook every once in a
They
while.
do. They absolutely pop across.
So there's there's a ton of opportunity for people to consume content. So by me saying, okay, let's talk about hi-fi and social media, my question is, how can companies, I guess I'm posing this question to everybody, how can companies maximize their growth and exposure on social media? Because, okay, you could only see a picture of speakers so many times before you're like, okay, I've seen the same boot carts, from 7, 8, 9, 10 different, people over and over and over again. I know what a boot cart looks like. It's great, looks beautiful. It's just I'm sick of seeing it. But now with the reels, it gives you an interactive opportunity to actually see it in action. You know, like before, boring picture, save 20% off. Typical marketing fluff. Sounds like God's farts, whatever it is. It just feels with reels, it feels like you're actually interacting with whoever is posting. So of course there's the generic, bot posters that just post weird random stuff all the time. But there's people like
Damn them.
yeah, I know, right? But it's people like you and I know for a fact, our good friend Woody that lives here in Colorado as well, Woody Sound Up, uh, we're all organic. We're all, we all came up around the same time.
Except
And
Woody is crushing us.
Woody's doing great because
He's doing so good. I'm
here,
so happy for him.
and then here's another thing with Instagram is like certain people can grow very quickly, and it's part of the whole reel program, the reels program. So I think it's in, let's say company X wants to promote their speakers or amplifiers or whatever. It's in their best interest to create a face for the company and get on there, do some short videos, do some reels, maybe start slowly, like kind of how you did it. You started on Instagram, you got comfortable with it, and then now you're posting shorts on YouTube, which is great. And your shorts are doing fantastic. So this is a quick way to grow for anybody that wants to grow on Instagram and maybe even YouTube. I'm not sure. I haven't really tried the shorts thing because, like I said, I'm focusing more on the video side of it, and that consumes most of my time. And then just scrolling through Instagram and just kind of being nosy on there is another.
It can
That's
be a
another.
huge time sink.
It's another time. Yeah, it's another time sink. So, um, that's it, man. I think that companies need to take advantage of this and create a face for the company, for whatever company it is.
Yeah, so I'll make some comments here too. So, if you think of advertising as kind of a continuum of different technologies over time, right? So back in the day, it used to be radio ads, and
Mhm.
then the television came around. They had TV ads, and the next big thing was internet. And now you got internet ads, and that was mostly on websites. And then you had the rise of social media, and now everything is all social media ads, right? So and all of those things exist, right? So
Mhm.
if you want to do ads on websites, you use things like Google AdSense or some of the millions of other companies that let you advertise. If you want to do social media, you either pay somebody to do it or you do it yourself. And you can do, and there's a plethora, right? There's LinkedIn, there's Facebook, there's Instagram. Anyway, at this point, companies, I think, need to look at the newer platforms, and they have to be there.
Mm-hmm.
If they're not there, folks won't know about them because, TV in its traditional sense is slowly dying, right?
Mm-hmm.
So traditional broadcast, ABC, CBS, NBC, PBS, that is slowly dying. And it's, cable is slowly dying, right? It will be absolutely replaced by IPTV at some point. And, the channels I think will always exist in some way, but a lot of people are just going straight to view on demand services like Netflix, right? Streaming services, right? That's the big thing.
Mm-hmm.
And if they pay the right amount of money, they don't have to watch ads on that. That's the whole point, right? I'm going to watch my TV shows. I don't need to see ads. So how are they going to see ads? Well, it's going to be injected into other things that they want to consume, and that's the social media, right? Because they want to see the funny video, or they want to see their grandkids, or they want to see what people are wearing at their school, or whatever it might be for your kind of age and situation. And that's where they're going to find out about your products. So you have to be there.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a should I be there. You have to be there, and if you're not, you've already messed up.
Well, I'll be honest. In the next 15, 20 years, I'd say 15 to 20 years, we're going to see a few things go away. Number one's going to be vinyl. Number two, and it's already began.
He's all like, I got to get this in somehow.
No, I'm serious. Vinyl and cable and what else? What's another? The thing is,
so cable. What'll happen with cable is that all the old cable infrastructure is going to be rebuilt all as fiber, which is happening now already. So your companies like Comcast will convert over to fiber services, but when everybody has fast internet, they'll start consuming their television that way. So I agree 100%.
I mean, here's the thing. The reason I say cable is because right now, as it stands, I'm able to watch whatever the hell I want via streaming services.
Whenever you want.
Whatever I want.
Whatever and whenever.
Sports, news, movies, TV shows, anything that's available on cable can be consumed via streaming. Now, the reason I threw in vinyl in there is because the majority of the people that are consuming vinyl right now are doing so for one of two reasons. One is nostalgia, and those people will probably be either too old or dead in 20 years. And the other one is a fad, a trend. It's cool right now, but what's going to be next? The cassette can be cool next year, or the CD can come back. Well, the CD is coming back, but the cassettes can come back as a novelty. To me, a vinyl record, 8-track can come back.
8-track
mini disc can come back. HD, or what was that? That digital cassette can come back. There's so many different little, things that can take the hacky sack, for example. That was cool for what? A year or two, right? Mm-hmm. Then we had before that we had Pogs. That was a great collector's item I remember the slammers, the metal slammers and all that. You might have been just leaving high school at that time, I think.
I was too old for Pogs, but I remember Tamagotchis.
Are those little things that
the keychain that's like a pet?
Yeah. I remember that. That was around the same time as Pogs.
Yeah. I think just before Pogs.
Realistically, our popular media is ran by fads and what's cool at the moment. And same thing goes for audio. What's cool at the moment? What are people listening to? That's why companies are catering to phono preamps, to turntables, to cartridges, to things like that, because it's cool right now. Do you think if they were selling, 100 vinyl a year, they would be focused so hard on this stuff? No.
Well, companies are in business for one reason.
Mm-hmm. to make
It's to make
money.
money. Yeah,
But
and
that's what I'm saying. Like, why
yeah.
not? Okay, I get it. They can make money off this vinyl shit, but why not focus on streaming and on the streaming side of it? Because streaming is great. Can I hit the same quality with a CD and a really bitchin' DAC? Probably.
Well, as
Upscaling
far
the
as
hell out of it.
audibility goes, yeah, you can get the same quality,
Yeah.
sure.
So why aren't we working on the next big thing?
My question is, what is the next big thing? Let's
I
think
don't
about
know.
it. So, streaming is a way that you can get pretty much anything you want to your home at a quality that's higher than you need already. This is for music, right? So let's not
Mhm.
talk about streaming movies because we're not there yet. We need more bandwidth and stuff like that. And then,
Yeah.
we'll be at the point where we can stream, bit perfect kind of 4K stuff, but then 8K will come or whatever. But for two channel music, from my point of view, and I think it's generally accepted, streaming high res is better than you can hear, right? The quality
Mhm.
is super, super awesome. So you can have whatever music you want, whenever you want it, as much of it as you want, for one low, low price. So what's better than that?
Well, I mean, you just described a music rental service, right? So you're renting the ability to listen to that music without ads. So it's what's going on. So otherwise, like platforms like Qobuz, if you don't pay to play, you can only listen to about 30 seconds clip, and then you're done. Spotify does have a free service, but you get a bunch of ads, kind of like the radio. Um, I think streaming is cool, right? However, I think when iTunes first came out, they were onto something. They were truly onto something. So, but here's the thing though. People have very small attention spans and they like variety, they like options. And right now, streaming is the only thing that gives that to them, you know? Aside from going
Sure.
online, buying the actual, it's not even MP3 anymore. MP3 is gone, but the actual music file in
Yeah,
whatever
digital audio. Yeah.
digital audio file, whether it's FLAC or WAVE or AAC or whatever.
But
And
dude,
then you
how
can,
many people out there really want to even deal with getting music that way anymore?
the people that okay, number one, the people that want to burn them onto things like this.
Yeah, those people are crazy though.
I'm those people.
I
So
know. You're
uh,
insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain.
I enjoy it. I enjoy owning my music. I have a library of God knows how many songs, because I recently ripped all my CDs. Well, most of them. Um, and I enjoy it because I'm able to. Actually, it's right here. This right here is a 1 terabyte memory stick by SanDisk. Okay, this holds a terabyte. This holds my entire music collection in FLAC format. It's on here. So I can take this, plug this into my Rune server, play anything and everything out of it. I can take it with me, plug it into my laptop, listen to whatever I want, create playlists. Sky's the limit. This is like owning my own Qobuz, because this is high res. This is good stuff. This is about as good as it's gonna get. Uh, I don't know, man. I think there's an opportunity for people, but it has to be from a niche hobby point of view. You know.
Yeah, I mean, so vinyl is a niche, right? I think
Mhm.
CDs is a niche. I think people who have files for their music is a niche. I think mass market is all streaming now.
Yeah.
I think that is completely taken over, and I bet that 90% of all the music listened to today is on YouTube or Spotify and related services like
And
Spotify that are all free.
what's funny about what you just said, and just to answer my mail's question, I do have it backed up. Um, what's funny about what you just said is that you just mentioned the two platforms that sound the worst, that are overly compressed, that, Spotify, shit, I'm still waiting for Spotify Hi-Fi. This was
So
something they should have come out with a year and a half ago, over a year and a half, almost 2 years ago.
you ask what the next big thing is.
That
My point of view is it will be a CD quality or higher
Spotify.
version of Spotify and YouTube and all that stuff, right? So, they'll be sitting out. The problem is that not everybody can stream that fast.
YouTube, it'll never happen because YouTube is constantly having people upload shit at weird compressed ways, and there's no control. But with Spotify, there is control, because Spotify, you have to go through a distributor, then the distributor distributes a at least minimum CD quality version of the stuff to, Qobuz, Tidal, Amazon Music, all these other things. But the thing is, though, for example, with the music I have, the Mr. Dead project, when I distributed it amongst all the things, I sent them the same files. Spotify has the same file as Qobuz and Tidal and Amazon HD and all these guys. So there's no reason for Spotify not to be able to stream this stuff in CD quality.
There is one reason: money.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is, it's not free for Spotify to stream that music out, right? So the bigger the music file, the higher res the music file that they stream, the more bandwidth they have to pay for.
Right.
So if they take that file that you sent them, squish it down to MP3 or less quality, right, and stream that out or whatever, they're paying less money for that stream. So when they look at their bottom line, they have whatever their revenues are minus whatever things cost, and their bandwidth and the cost to operate their data centers and whatnot. That's you're talking legit money right there. That is not cheap stuff. So
yeah, but they're probably
why.
making more than anybody out there.
Yeah, I would love to see the books. Totally. Yeah, I'm not sure what that looks like.
If they can
But
afford they can afford to pay Joe Rogan as much as they did. That's and
Oh my God.
that probably didn't even make a dent in their pocketbook.
No, they didn't even feel it. And just, if you're out there, Spotify, listening, we love you, and we would love to have a show, weekly, right, opposite Joe Rogan or something, and he can do Tuesdays and we'll do Sundays.
Yeah, right.
We're down.
They can't even release Hi-Fi.
It's the MJ show. We'll do hours in low res. It's okay, dude. We could be the only radio streaming talk show in high res. Wouldn't that be cool?
We already are.
But to go back to what you said about YouTube and high res music, I think they'll handle that the same way that they've handled 4K content. It's just an option, so people can upload at different quality levels, and if it's available in high res, people will then be able to select high res as the output, and they'll be able to stream it at high res. So I think that's what will happen. People are waiting for YouTube to go multi-channel on the video, like 5.1, because right now they're just 2-channel.
That's right.
So yeah, those are the next advances.
Very minimal.
Well, it's
that shit that should already be here.
I would love for it to be here already. I totally agree. But I think that's going to be next. And I think high res ad supported music services. So like Qobuz will have a tier of service, and I'm just making this up, where you don't pay anything and you can listen to everything in high res, but you get an ad every third song, something like that, right? I think that's coming too.
TKC deck.
What is the best place to find some high quality streaming song samples to try before subscribing?
I would do Qobuz.
Yeah, just on their websites,
and then compare it to everything else, and then tell me what you like.
I think for all of them, you can install their app and then stream fragments of stuff in high res and try it out. If you're gonna use a phone and you want it to be really good, still use an external DAC. And if you're using your PC, still want to have a good external DAC. If you're wanting to stream in high res, don't Don't rely on the equipment that's inside your computer or your phone from a
Mm-mm.
DAC point of view or an amplifier point of view. That's all I've got to say about that.
Still think this is the greatest little invention.
Oh, that's the E30.
Yeah. The only problem is nobody can get the old model anymore, which is sad. Sad.
Lucky us.
Maybe I should sell this old model for buku bucks, even though it's all banged up.
Twice what you put into it or whatever. Even more.
Are you kidding me? This is what we own now is a piece of hi-fi history.
Memorabilia.
Memorabilia, yeah. This is like a it's a vaulted Funko Pop right there.
Oh, dude, I got my first Funko Pop ever.
What? What'd you get?
I'll show you.
It's probably something weird. Something really weird. Something anime. Bet it's anime.
It's not anime. It's better.
Talking a little shit over here.
It's better than anime. Dung dung. Dung, 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 dung.
Oh, I knew it. Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons Vecna.
You know, you saw that at the store. You're like, I have to have it, dude. Right.
My buddy got one, and then I was super jealous.
One of my biggest pride and joys right now is this right here, signed by William Zabka from Karate Kid, the original.
Oh, that's awesome.
Karate
Yeah,
Kid.
That's cool.
That's
like in a little collector's box thing too.
Oh yeah, all my expensive ones are in a box, dude. You gotta get with it.
This was a GameStop
exclusive. Yeah.
I don't know if that means anything.
I
It's number 853.
I got so many. I just sold a lot of them, but I do have a lot of nerdy stuff going around.
Dude, the only reason I bought this is because of you. I would never even considered a Funko Pop, but I know you're into it. And then I saw this thing come across, and I'm all like, "Oh, it's a Dungeons and Dragons Funko Pop of Vecna."
Yeah, when I saw those come out, I actually thought of you too. I was like, "Oh man, fucking Jiles needs to check this out."
It's like $14 or $15. It wasn't that much either.
Mm-mm.
And 12 trillion of them, so it'll never be worth anything.
So, yeah, man.
But let's get back. Yeah, let's get back to
hi-fi.
Instagram real quick. Like you said, the world's changed. It's all reels all the time now.
Mm-hmm.
They're incentivizing the reels, so you can make some money if you get a bunch of views, and you can get up to $1,200 a month if you get 11 million views. For me, it's impossible to get that many, but there are some folks that can make that happen. And I think for folks that are earlier in their careers that haven't made it on YouTube or something like that, the folks that don't have 100,000 YouTube subscribers or 1 million or 5 million or whatever, right? And they're making $100 a month on YouTube or $200 a month or something like that. When they see Instagram say, "Hey, you don't even have to make a long video, and we'll pay you up to $1,200 a month. Why don't you come over here?" I think they are going to suck a lot of the smaller, newer players away from YouTube.
I mean, yeah, it's like a job, dude. $1,200 a month. I haven't made $1,200 a month yet from YouTube.
I've only made it once.
Yeah,
it was like last January after Christmas and all that stuff.
No, I'm not counting Amazon and all.
Oh no, I'm just talking. Yeah, just the money from YouTube.
Just the Google money from YouTube, which is what YouTube offers,
Mm-hmm.
And to get to that point to where it's a sustainable income, you have to be, I'd say, quadruple what I'm at right now. So what am I at? 13,000 subscribers. Let's say 60, 70,000 subscribers. And then maybe it would be a bare bones, just a wash, cannot, go out for a lobster dinner type of sustainable income. You know what I'm saying? Just covers the bills.
And dude, you got to be grinding it every day. putting
And that's
content out
just from
every
YouTube,
day.
though. That's not saying, we don't have other streams of income. I'm just saying that's just from YouTube. Now, I think that's embarrassing. I think the fact that Giles and I know Giles for a fact, but I will come close to reaching what I made on YouTube this month on Instagram by just posting a bunch of silly reels.
Oh, I'm gonna make more this month for sure
That's
on Instagram than YouTube.
that's insane to me.
Yeah, I mean, it's, yeah,
Realistically, we just, people can literally double their money by doing reels on Instagram
mhm.
and getting monetized.
What I'm really curious about though is what's the long term going to be on the reels. So
Oh, dude, they're gonna hack away at this shit here soon. I would enjoy it while it lasts, to be honest.
yeah,
There's no way they're gonna continue shelling out money to just a bunch of yahoos and peons that are just like, creating, just resharing other people's reels. No, it's not gonna. This will not stand. I guarantee it, because Zuckerberg is not that kind of businessman. So
my guess, is they're going to put view limits or thresholds to get started. So they're going to say you have to get at least 1 million
mhm,
TikTok views, real views to be eligible for a payout.
that
They're
sounds
going to do
about
something
right.
like that.
That
Yeah,
sounds reasonable. Yeah,
and they're gonna knock out all the small fries.
yeah.
And then, it's just the people that are really getting after it. And that'll be sad. You know what I mean?
hmm But that's why we just have to enjoy it while it lasts.
Yeah.
Like I'm enjoying the growth. I've never grown this fast before in my life on Instagram, and I've done everything right. If anything, Woody and I were the leaders of Instagram for the longest time because of our careful curation of our, the photo selection, whatever it is. And you were always right there, right behind us too.
I was a late starter behind you guys.
You didn't really give a shit about Instagram until I'd say a year ago.
Not even, I didn't really even give a shit then. When I really started giving a shit was about
When
a
they handed
month
out
ago.
money. When they handed out money. I get it.
Yeah, that's when I was all like, "Oh,
Yeah.
okay."
So
My
yeah,
hobbies need to be able to generate income.
yeah. So that's the thing. We'll see. We'll see how long this lasts. I'm gonna ride this train until it stops.
Well, people
Hopefully
like me are going to ruin it.
hopefully it'll take me. Hopefully you people like you won't, but hopefully it'll take me to at least 100,000 subscribers or followers, however you want to call it, because that's really what I'm looking for. I want to be at that 100K mark, and then move on from there, because that's a good launching pad for a lot of opportunities.
Yeah,
And
100K is a good look.
the fact that this happened organically for me is really special, because these are all people that want to be there,
Yeah,
not
and
people
that's important.
you may have forced to be there, or whatever the hell it is. And actually, have you been getting a lot of weird messages on Instagram from weird people?
I get weird messages on every
I don't
platform
understand that.
available. Even I get text messages from weird numbers, and it's like, "Hi."
I do too, but you're not supposed to answer them back.
Oh, I
'Cause
don't.
I guess it's some kind of virus or it's something, dude. I looked it up online, and it said it's something really bad. So yeah, every time I get high. The other day I got, "Do you still live in Colorado?" Like things like that.
That's creepy.
Actually, I want to look that up right now. Let's find out why.
So while
Getting
you're looking that up, do you ever go through the day and write down the number of followers that you have on a platform at different times and look and see how they've changed over time?
No, I don't. I don't have a. I'm sure you have an Excel spreadsheet of this shit, but no, I don't.
All right, so
I don't care enough.
I've got that one video that's kind of blowing up on Instagram right now. And so today, at 12:22, so just after noon, I had 64,000 followers, and that video had 1.9 million views.
Mhm.
And then at what is that? 101, I had 64.3, and 2 million views. Then at 123, 64.5. Then at 4:15, 65.6. Then 6 o'clock, 66.3. 627, 66.5, and then 2.3 million views. And then at 8:41, which was a few minutes ago, 67.2 and 2.5 million views. So this is my biggest day ever for anything. So, I've gotten, I don't know, 4,000 subscribers, and that one video has done 600,000 views. That's what's ridiculous about TikTok. Oh my God, Instagram right now. It's ridiculous. When you win the lottery with whatever they're doing, you really win the lottery.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's not because the content's good. It's just a repost video from this production facility where they make speakers, right? And I've been talking to them. They've been trying to get me to resell their stuff, but I'm like, I don't sell stuff. And they're like, no, but you really should. I'm like, I don't sell things. And look at our YouTube or our Instagram. It's got great videos of how we build things. And I'm like, okay, I'll post that. Can I? And they're like, yeah. And it gets a lot of views. But for folks out there, so Hi-Fi Haven, if you're not posting up reels right now on your Instagram, do it. Do it. I mean, it is the thing. Stories don't matter, pictures don't matter, long format video does not matter as far as I can tell. It's all about the reels 100% all the time. It's crazy ridiculous right now.
Okay, so okay, they tried to target your area, right? Let's say we live in Colorado. They'll use like a Colorado area.
Yeah, I get like a 720 number most of the time or something like that.
Apparently, it's a way to see if your phone number is still active because these people are trying to use it to hack into your other stuff, which this is not cool. Yeah, I'm trying to see. It's been happening for years now, but now it's getting more and more frequent. It's sad. It's sad the amount of spam and scams and bullshit that's going on out there.
Dude, it is ridiculous right now, the amount that of cyber attacks that are happening. And I work in IT as my primary career. And dude, it's it's a continual battle, right?
Okay, this guy seems to say they are phishing. Your phone number could be connected to your social media and other things, and they're seeing if it's still active. Yeah, I don't know. It's really weird. I've never responded to one. I've told my mom, who's elderly, not to respond to them either.
That's good advice.
Yeah. It's called cyber hacking. They're known as phish, a scamming tactic used to trick people into revealing confidential information about their bank account, credit card, other personal accounts. The problem is, you would think that, people would be smart enough not to do stupid shit like this, but there are people out there that are just suckers for this stuff, man. And it's sad. I feel bad for them. Oh man. So
let's talk about your YouTube for a little bit. What you got coming up?
Well, tomorrow I have a new video coming out. It's going to be a surprise. It's something really interesting though. It's not a review. It's a regular talking video. I'm going to be doing the Tecton Perfect 210 sets that are over there. I'm doing an Audio Lab 6000 CD transport. These are the Sonus Faber Lumina 3s that still have yet to be unboxed. Still need to do the Hollow May DAC review. I'm just trying to look around. I have a few other things up my sleeve though. But yeah, I have a few things that I need to get done. I'm anticipating there'll be a lot more stuff coming up here soon, but for now, that's gonna be it. I am still trying to actively sell my Linton Wharfdale Lintons. So if anybody out there lives in Colorado and wants a pair of Wharfdale Lintons in mint condition, black,
Of course, and black.
hit me up. $1,000 for the pair in the stands. So let me know.
That'd be a sweet deal.
So basically what I'm saying is Hi-Fi Haven, if you want to, get crazy and get these Lintons, I'll even give you, I'll sign it for you.
Don't deface the speakers.
I'm just kidding. No, seriously though, guys, if you guys live here in town, because I can't ship these things, they're too heavy. I already priced out shipping and it'd be ridiculous. But if you're here in town and or in Colorado, want to make the trip,
Aren't sales really hard right now
for what?
for hi-fi gear and stuff like that? Because dude, I've been trying to push. I've got a 5.0, a 5-channel triangle set. That's awesome. It's a great set, and I'm selling it for like almost nothing. And I haven't been able to sell them. I've got a Klipsch sound bar that I'm trying to sell, and no bites at all on that. A pair of SVS towers, no bites on that. I don't know, dude. It's hard times.
Yeah, I'm selling a bunch of stuff too, and
Yeah,
sounds like I need to. I don't know.
audio gone them.
I don't know.
Like what kind of percentage they take.
Ugh. Kevin Sorkin.
Oh, I've got an announcement that involves Kevin. So, as folks know, I've been a huge GSG fan for years now, and I've built a bunch of their stuff. Haven't built anything recently, but I should be building the 15-inch kit with the SQL 15, the SQL 15 from Stereo Integrity. So that I'm working on and trying to get all that stuff set up. But I think I've got all the kinks worked out. So that one will be coming, and I'm excited to see what that's like, because I love all the 18 and 21 and bigger kind of stuff, but for a segment of customers, it's just too much subwoofer, right? For one reason or another, weighs too much or it's too big. So when Kevin and company released the 15, the Marty 15, I was super excited, and it's been out for a little while. It's been out for a minute, and I'm finally getting around to getting a chance to build that out and show everybody what that looks like. So,
yeah, man, you're gonna like the SI subs. They're good. Actually, what's funny is that Kevin and I are working on a little project ourselves where I'm building. These are Stereo Integrity M3 carbons. They're little guys, but they run.
What are those, 4s?
They are 3.5s, I believe.
3.5s.
So these are going to be running full range. Well, yeah, running full range with a subwoofer, no tweeter. They go up to 20 kilohertz, I believe.
Really?
So, yeah, they're really, really good. I've heard them in a different enclosure, and they're really good. So yeah, Kevin is putting together something today, or not today, something soon. And he will be sending out little custom enclosures for those little guys. I'm excited about that. I got everything I need for them. Just need the enclosures, and we're good to go.
Well, here's some new news, and I haven't even heard this myself yet. Kevin's going to be sending out the new Dual 18 kit. This is a 2-driver box. Oh, sweet Jesus. This is going to be massive. Look at 24 by 24 by
this
56.
This might mean a comeback for your DIY.
Yes. Well,
Fanatics.
I haven't built anything in a while because I haven't built anything for GSG, so I just have been doing other stuff. So doing this 18 dual 18 build. I'll get on that as soon as it comes, and the 15s will be awesome too. Man, that's crazy. Kevin, what drivers do you recommend for this? Right, I mean, when somebody comes to you and they're like, okay, I want this dual 18 build, what is your go-to for them, or what are the drivers that people select amongst? Are you going to be recommending the I don't know, like a PA style 18, or what? I'm curious what the design really caters to for the box. And my understanding is that the tuning is going to be like 13 hertz or something.
I would do the Stereo Integrity HT 18 V3. They're only $200 a piece.
That's an amazing price.
Yeah, I heard they hit hard too. Some guy had like 8 of them across his theater, like on the walls. Dude, dude, those things hit, and I heard really good things about them. And for the price, $200, done deal.
Yeah, $200 is absolutely a good deal. So I'm curious, what the recommended drivers will be for folks and what they'll be selecting amongst. But no, Kevin, that's awesome. I appreciate that, and I look forward to getting that built and out there for everybody to hear.
Or you can do 2 HST 18s. Jesus Christ.
Those are the big daddies, right?
Yeah, that would be insane.
But they're like $1,000 a piece or something, aren't they?
That would literally probably knock the whole enclosure over.
So, in my theater, I can put this behind my sofa, or I could like raise my screen a couple of inches and get it to fit under that at 24 inches on the side.
You're gonna have to start offloading some subwoofers back there.
Yes, I have to make space.
Well, then again, you already have two 18s you could already use for that project.
Yeah, but I don't. I think the day of the Ultimax has kind of waned a bit, and I don't think they're just from a popularity point of view. So I think they're not as popular as they were. So the goal is to make the videos really representative of kind of what the hot thing is right now. And it's probably going to be some of the PA style 18s. I think that's kind of where the trends have flewed. Here's a good comment for you. Great videos, Mike. Very excited to hear the Lumina 2s.
Oh no, Lumina 3s.
Lumina
2s are already out. The video's already out on the Lumina 2s and the Lumina 1s. Now we're doing Lumina 3s. Hopefully after these we'll do the Lumina 5s, and then I'll be done doing Luminas. Maybe I can.
So what's the difference between a 2 and a 3? Are they both bookshelf formats?
A 2 is bookshelf. The 3s are floor standers.
Oh, so those are towers. Nice.
Yeah, they're little towers, and then the 5s are the bigger towers.
Yeah, dude, I want
to channel as well.
Maybe I'll swing down there one day and check those out up close and personal, and give them a little listen time, because that's a high quality brand. I mean, the Sonus Faber, that's quite a name brand. It's pretty exciting.
These are small enough to where I could probably take them to your house, and they're not that heavy. I can take them to your house. We can do a little tower tussle, and these, I guarantee you, these will kick the crap out of most things. I would imagine these would probably be very, very similar in sound signature to probably the Triangle Bro 9s or Bro 8 or 9s. Yeah.
You got the 9s, or had the 9s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's like the 3 on the bottom. Yeah.
Yeah. The Triangle stuff is great. I feel that Sonus Faber, for a similar price, put more into the aesthetics than Triangle did. I think Triangle's overall build quality isn't as refined as obviously wrapped freaking leather, right?
There's a huge difference. Yeah. Especially if you get to the higher end Triangle stuff, it gets different. But at the Borea level,
absolutely,
the Borea stuff is complete. It's budget.
I think
budget stuff.
Boreas sound fantastic. However, I think that I'm interested in seeing what they got going down the road. I haven't really been into subwoofers lately. I think that my audience just isn't very receptive to them. They don't really care about subwoofers unless they're SVS. They like the SVS stuff, but I So I'm kind of staying away from subwoofers for a while. Not gonna unless it's a really particular DIY project. The next subwoofer I'll be reviewing is the Stark Sound SW10, which I actually use as my daily driver for my desktop and is fantastic. Actually, somebody on Instagram asked me about subwoofers, and I actually recommended the 10 or the 12 because I have technically you're borrowing the 15, but
Yes, it's borrowed right now, and I'll get
yeah,
around to
you're
making a video
borrowing
one
the
day.
15.
I
But
think I
honestly,
think you're using me as storage is what you're doing.
no, I'll take it back right now. I'll just throw away my entertainment center. I need some more bass. Even though the Perion Audio concert towers have a ridiculous amount of bass for what they are, and especially for how they're positioned right now. They're positioned like absolute crap against a wall, so there's no room for them to breathe, no room for them to do anything. So I can only imagine if positioned correctly how much better these towers will sound. But as it stands right now, anytime I bring someone over and put on a movie, they are just
Blown away.
away. And I think that's really cool. I love people's reaction when they see it. I'm sure you feel the same way when I sit there and you put on something and I'm like, holy shit, this is incredible, you know?
Yeah, no, those towers are exceptionally good, and I'm really enjoying their new Theatrus stuff too. I think Elon has a video out about them already.
He did not
Um,
waste any time.
no, he's on it. I think he's doing YouTube mostly full time now, which is great.
The problem with the Theatrus for me, I have them in the box right now, is A, I don't have stands for them, and B, if they're going to get mounted, they're going to be permanent because I'm not covering up holes for a video. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So unless they're going to be a permanent fixture within my system here,
In your situation,
in my situation, which I wouldn't have a problem with, because the cool thing about the Theatrus is you could mount it on the wall. They seem to have, I haven't heard them yet, but they seem to be a serious speaker, and they leave room for, like, I can do the dual 15s in my bedroom and put the Theatrus on the wall and have incredible 4-range sound. Now, the only thing I wish they had done, and I hope they take this with just creative criticism, is for the center channel, I wish they would have done a narrow, actual, rectangular center channel rather than doing a thin wall-mounted speaker. Because for the people that have televisions and not acoustically transparent screens, it's absolutely pointless to do that big old speaker for, I don't care how thin it is, it's not going to go past the TV, So rectangular.
yeah, they're designed completely for an AT screen environment,
Right.
But for sure, they are purpose built theater speakers.
But what people don't realize is that I think TVs are going to beat out projectors, and maybe I'm saying that too soon, or maybe I'm being overzealous, but I think the way TVs are going and how big they're getting and the quality they're providing and the price that they're at, I like the idea of TV.
Yeah, TVs are great, but they can't compete with projection right now.
How so?
From a cost point of view, if you want to do
Yeah.
150
Okay.
inch
So
TV,
yeah. So if you're looking at
if you're
100,
rich,
126 inches, or you could do those panels that we saw.
even the panels are super expensive.
Dude, those were cool. Tell me those weren't rad.
Oh, the panels are awesome. And dude, I would be happy to do a panel too. If I could do like a 120 inch panel setup, I would do that in a heartbeat in my living room. I'd do it right now. Bring it on.
Model 5s or Lumina? Can you put up Simeon?
Yeah.
Model 5 or Lumina 5s? Too many choices. Well, I've never heard the Lumina 5s. I haven't even heard the Lumina 3s yet. I own the Model 5s, so the Model 5s are an excellent speaker by KLH. I think it was very well done. It's an incredible speaker. But you can't really call it a floor standard or a bookshelf. It's kind of in between. So it does remind me of those older 70s speakers that just went on the little riser stands. But yeah, man, I would say, oof, from what I've heard already from Sonus Faber, I'd probably say the Lumina 5s would probably be a bit better, but I can't say for sure because I haven't heard it. So that's just me speculating.
Coming soon, though, hopefully.
Mhm.
That's exciting.
Lightyear, huh? Have you seen Lightyear yet, Giles?
I haven't. Have you?
I have no interest. No. Wasn't a Buzz Lightyear fan. Wasn't a Toy Story fan really. I liked that kid from next door with the I don't know, the dog or whatever, the metal dog or no or
The
the
Slinky Dog?
I don't know. It was I don't know. It's been so long since I watched that movie. I was a kid, man.
Let's talk before we close this out, and I think we're running out of time.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about media and movies and TV. So on my notepad here, House of the Dragon, August 21st. And I'm thinking I'll start doing a live stream reaction video each week for House of the Dragon stuff. So as soon as I watch the episode, do a quick stream about my thoughts and try and find some folks to come on and do that. I've always wanted to do one of those around a TV show, and that I think is going to be a really good show to do that for. And then August 18th, She-Hulk, Love It or Hate It, is coming. And then for movies, the next movie I'm going to watch will be Prey.
Have heard good things.
Me
I've
too.
heard good things. So yeah, I may or may not watch Prey. Was never really a huge Predator fan, but I think it might be cool, currently watching Westworld, catching up on that. Gonna be watching House of Dragons. Gonna be not watching She-Hulk. It just looks silly to me, dude. Looks like something I'm not gonna enjoy. Now, then again, I could say the same thing about Miss Marvel. I actually liked Miss Marvel, so same thing about Moon Knight. I didn't think I was gonna like Moon Knight, but I ended up loving Moon Knight. It's actually one of my favorite characters now. I don't know, man. Now, did you hear that DC canceled Batgirl and Supergirl?
I heard they canceled Batgirl.
Batgirl for sure. I'm not sure with the Supergirl thing. I think they just scrapped it, but DC's Batgirl was done. They spent $90 million on it. It was done, finished, ready to release. And they felt the pre-screening was so bad that they scrapped the whole project altogether.
Yeah, my thoughts around DC right now, as far as movies go, and I think TV is someone, and who is it? Warner Brothers. So someone at Warner Brothers has decided enough is enough of us wallowing around and not having a strategy and putting out stupid movies. We want to have what MCU has.
MCU, I think MCU is a disaster right now. I think MCU is a complete and utter disaster. I thought
I think that they're in so much better of a spot than DC has ever been.
Doctor Strange was cringy at times, but mildly entertaining. The new Thor was blah. They're doing better, I think, with their shows than they are with their movies. And with the thing with DC is that if the fact that the Batman was such a dumpster fire, and they're doing another one, they're doubling down on this dumpster fire. I know you kind of liked it, but I thought it was a dumpster fire.
I don't want another one. I don't like it so much that I want another one.
The first one, but now they're bringing back Ben Affleck as Batman to star in 2 movies, not of his own, one in The Flash and and then they got the Flash kid that is getting in all sorts of criminal trouble.
That dude should be done.
But he's so good at it. The problem is he's so good at it. So
he's a dumpster fire, dude.
Yeah, there's a petition going around saying that they want Grant Gustin, who plays the TV's the Flash, to take the helm on that. I doubt that's going to happen. don't think that Grant Gustin has the chops to be an actual movie star. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I could be wrong. I hope I am wrong. However, they need to get their shit together. And I'm kind of glad they scrapped Batgirl, because right now there is no foundation for anything. The last thing that
They need
happened,
to come up with a plan.
yeah, because the last thing that happened was Justice League. Then they came out with a random Joker movie that has no correlation with anything. Then they came out with a random one-off Batman that has no correlation with anything. Then they're coming out with a Flash that has another Batman. Then they came out with that Suicide Squad 2 that was a disaster.
That one was pretty bad.
They came out with Birds of Prey, another disaster.
That's pretty bad.
Come on. You got Warner Brothers is bastardizing our youth.
They have such a great opportunity to do such cool stuff.
They have Superman, they have Batman, they have Green Arrow, they have everybody on hold on.
Wonder
They
Woman.
have Wonder Woman, they have Aquaman, they have the Flash. Hold on, let's see who else.
Well, while you look that up, my only comment about Marvel is, so this is what, phase 4, right?
Yeah.
I think in phase 4, they are at the Iron Man 2 and 3 level of the phase.
Yeah.
Those movies were horrible.
The new Shazam, I like Shazam.
Shazam's DC.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Oh, that's
I know. I was just talking about the Marvel with the movies that are out now.
Oh, that's
they are the like Iron Man 2s and 3s of the phase. Right. It'll get better.
So they have so they have Batman, Robin, Superman, Wonder Woman. They have Batwoman or Batgirl, or whatever it's called. They have Aquaman. They have the Black Canary, Lex Luthor, Harley Quinn, Shazam, Bane, Deathstroke, Green Arrow, Lucifer, Green Lantern, Black Adam.
Black Adam, I'm interested in watching.
I heard it did just as bad as the Batgirl or whatever, but they didn't cancel Black Adam as far as like their opinion of it goes. So it might not be that great.
That's
okay.
That's coming soon, right?
Yeah. Now, if you take, I don't know if you've watched this yet, but DC's Titans on I think it's HBO Max. I want to say,
is that the Titans of Tomorrow World or something like that?
No, it's just called
Legends of Yesterday.
No, it's called DC's Titans. Legends of Tomorrow is something different, but yeah, DC's Titans is absolutely phenomenal. It has Nightwing and has other characters that are very endearing, and I thought they did a great job on that. So, to be honest, DC's hit or miss, but I think MCU and DC are both missing the point right now. I think MCU put so much into the lead up until Endgame, and then I think that was their Endgame. So until I see something,
they're starting over. I mean, it's a whole new thing,
but they're not starting over because they're carrying over characters from Endgame, and they're still carrying over drama from the shows, like the whole Wanda. Dude,
it's a new arc, and they're getting ready for X-Men. It's going to be the rise. This is the rise of the mutants.
You know how many times they've redone X-Men? You know how many times they've redone Fantastic Four?
How many times has MCU done it? Or zero
Twice
times.
On Fantastic Four.
They've done it 0 times. So Fantastic Four and X-Men were all done by Sony, right?
Sure, it was Sony.
100%. Well, I just know it wasn't the Marvel Cinematic Universe people.
I think the only movie that Marvel has done that's worth a damn since Endgame is Spider-Man No Way Home. Done. That was a Marvel movie. Doctor Strange, ho-hum. Enjoyed it, but didn't love it. A lot of weird things that weren't necessary. Thor tried too hard to be funny all the time, wasn't serious, didn't really set it up for anything. Guardians might be good, but Guardians
they tried to do Thor like Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah,
they really did, and they screwed it all up. So I think Christian Bale did a great job in Thor. as the villain, but that was really it, man. I don't know.
He
We'll
was the
see,
best part.
buddy. We'll see, huh?
Yeah, he was the best part.
Let's see
For
what
sure.
let's see what's coming out here soon. Oh, there for those of you, I'm not even gonna mention it actually. It's kind of embarrassing. It's more of a guilty pleasure. All right.
Talking about guilty pleasures, I'm watching a show right now that I absolutely love, and it's called Extraordinary Attorney Woo.
Nice.
And it's a Korean show. It's on Netflix. She talks
Okay.
about whales.
We gotta watch Elvis at some point.
Yeah, I guess so.
I heard Moonfall had an incredible soundtrack, incredible bass.
Yeah, it was a fun movie. It was kind of stupid, but it was fun with great bass. Totally. I saw that one.
If you haven't seen Ambulance, I encourage you to do so.
Haven't seen that one.
If you haven't seen The Atom Project, I encourage you to do so.
Oh, we saw that. That was good. I love that dude. Whatever his name is, I can't think of his name. He's awesome.
Ryan Reynolds, yeah.
Yeah, he plays the same character in every show.
I haven't seen Morbius. Have not seen Morbius yet.
Okay, that's one that I can get on board with. Just don't go there. It's not that good.
That's Marvel, isn't it? Yeah,
it's
it is.
Sony.
The Batman, no thanks.
Batman was It's not really a Batman movie. It's a murder mystery thing.
What else happened in 2022? I still think Elvis is probably going to be a good one.
I've heard that it's really good, but I'm just not like a big Elvis guy.
Yeah, neither am I, but I don't know.
All right, I'll pull up a list now too of upcoming 2022 movies.
I don't know. 22 movies coming out in 2022.
Have you ever seen Everything Everywhere All at Once? That one was pretty weird, but the number of dildos that they had in butt plugs makes it totally worthwhile.
Did that really just come out of your mouth?
It did.
Okay, so 2023 is going to be freaking legit. We got Aquaman coming out in 2023. We got another Mission Impossible. We got John Wick 4.
The last one.
Fast and the Furious 10.
Not the last one.
Not the last one. I think he's doing one more. The Flash, Indiana Jones 5.
The last one.
Hopefully. Well, I mean, if he doesn't die of old age. Ant-Man and the Wasp. Creed 3. Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, you talking my language now.
Yeah. Okay, Dungeons and Dragons, John Wick, and Aquaman, and Creed 3 all come out in March. So March is going to be a great month for movies.
AMC is going to get a lot of my money that month.
Dude, I am not. An Untitled... Wait a second. No, they're going to do a Mario movie?
Yeah, really?
Yeah. Remember the old one from 93 with John Leguizamo as Luigi, and I don't know who played Mario, but yeah, we also know that it will be a CGI. Okay, so it's gonna be a CGI film, so it'll probably be for kids. Maybe your kids will want to go to it. Okay, here we go.
Dude, my 13-year-old, he's all like, I'm done with all that baby stuff.
So we got Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 in May. We got Fast X in May. Fast and Furious 10. This is only part 1 of the 10th installment of the most speedy and angry franchise out there. Part 2, rumored to be the last in the series, will drop in 2024. And while the plot is hush-hush at the moment, we know that Vin Diesel, Michelle Rodriguez, and the rest of the family will be back to do their thing. Now, the question is, will Paul Walker be back to do his thing in CGI form? That would be cool.
Just have his brother play the part.
I think leaving him out is I think they should have just stopped doing these movies after he died. Like that last one where they gave him the send-off should have been the last one they did.
Yeah.
But Transformers, Rise of the Beasts. Oh, dude, they're doing a Beast Wars. Oh, that's freaking awesome. That is really cool. I'm
Yeah,
down.
and that's my boys haven't watched any of the Transformer movies, so
Oh
we'll
man.
have to do a full marathon. I've
Well,
got them all on Kaleidoscape.
Beast Wars was a cartoon I watched as a kid.
Right.
Um, okay, this is all. I'm in June now, so
Oh, you
June's.
missed Guardians of the Galaxy 3 in May.
No, I thought I got it.
Oh, okay. All right.
June we got Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, which is a animated. Transformer: Rise of the Beasts, The Flash, Indiana Jones 5.
Mm-hmm.
Then
That's a good
July we
month.
got Mission Impossible in July, part 1 of what I'm guessing is going to be the last. Oppenheimer, directed by Christopher Nolan.
Ooh, a Nolan. Oh, it's got to be a time travel movie because that's all he ever does.
Oppenheimer. Who's
Yeah,
Oppenheimer?
Oppenheimer was the guy who did the nuclear bomb.
Christopher Nolan's buzzed about biopic on physicist and father of the atomic bomb, J. Robert Oppenheimer, stars Cillian Murphy in the titular role, as well as Emily. Okay, I'm not seeing something I really want to see though. What's
Yeah,
this?
it does.
The
If he's
Marvel.
not time traveling, I don't care.
The Marvels.
Yeah, the Marvels.
That's coming.
You're gonna hate it.
It's Captain Marvel with Brie Larson. It's horrible. Now, Brie Larson did a movie that was absolutely freaking fantastic. It was about her and her little kid that got kidnapped or something. I'll have to look up the name of it, but my girlfriend had me watch it. I absolutely freaking loved it. It was really, really endearing. Ha! November of no way. November of 2023. 2 movies are coming out. Dune Part 2. Finally. And
Nice.
the Hunger Games. The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
That'll be cool.
But it doesn't say that what's her face is coming back for this. So
Oh,
Jennifer
Jennifer Lawrence. Yeah.
Ooh, and then in December will be the Ghostbusters Afterlife sequel.
What?
Yep. And
I
Star
didn't even know they
Wars.
were gonna make one.
Oh yeah, they got green lit for a second one. And Star Wars Rogue Squadron. So in December we're getting a Star Wars movie, a Ghostbusters movie, a Willy Wonka movie. Timothy Chalamet is going to be in the Willy Wonka. I guess he's playing a young Willy Wonka. And then, so November and December are going to be good because we'll have Dune, and I'll have my Ghostbusters, and I'll have Star Wars, Legally Blonde 3.
That's cool.
There you go, Giles. That's for you.
All right, so I'll totally watch that. Now, some stuff that I see that has dates, but I don't know. So, like King Killer Chronicle is slated for December 31st, 2023.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a book by Patrick Rothfuss, which is freaking amazing. And they say Sam Raimi is going to direct it. And that, dude, that's going to be humongous, right? But I haven't heard anything about it. And they also say at the end of December in 23, you're going to have Star Trek 4. So that would be really cool too, because I love Star Trek and Star Wars, all those things, right? What else? I'm trying to see if there's anything.
The Brie Larson flick I was telling you about, it's called Room.
Okay.
Room. So
oh yeah, that's been out a minute, right?
Yeah, since 2015, but
Okay.
it's a fantastic film. I think the kid did a great job, and the kid was the kid from Wonder. The kid in that movie. Remember the movie Wonder?
No.
Where the kid was disfigured, and he had it was with Julia Roberts and Owen Wilson, and he was wearing a space helmet and the thing.
No, I don't remember.
Another good movie.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be a good year next year.
Yeah, this year just sucked in every way possible, but I think 2023 is going to be my year. 2023 is going to be my year. I think 2023, I'm going to be hitting 50K on YouTube. That's my goal for 2023.
That'll be awesome, dude. I hope so.
1,000 subscribers. That's my goal. I'm far away right now, so I better get to work.
Yeah, dude, I can't even see. I gotta, I got a lot of work to do as well.
Well,
But those are good. That's a good goal for me. Even
I'll tell you what, Giles, you get with Mr. Kevin over here, and he'll get you to 50K.
he will. He's got the power.
But the question is, do you have it in you to build a subwoofer every week?
Yeah, I got to build one every week. Every weekend, I need to complete
Once
a
a
new
week.
build. Once a week.
You know what you and him should do is do something obscure that nobody else has done that can potentially sound really freaking good, like a weird design or something strange that nobody else has done, because everybody's seen a ported box, everybody's seen a regular box, but you see how much attention these things get on Instagram that are made out of concrete or have some weird stuff to it or a weird design. I don't know. I think a weird design would be cool.
You know that, and that kind of harkens back to when I did the Devastator video, because at the time, there was no other subwoofer like that you could easily get your hands on. Just there's no way, and I wouldn't consider a Devastator build an easy way to get your hands on one, but it's a reasonable way to do it. And that video was wildly popular.
No, the Devastator's great. It's just as big as a refrigerator, though. There's a reason. There's a reason why when I contacted Kevin the other day, I said, I'm doing something this size now rather than this size, because I could handle, a 2 pound or 1.5 pound little driver. This driver is actually really cool. It comes pre-terminated. So all you have to do is hook up the things.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, it's a really cool little driver.
If you put your crossover close enough, you can go right. Well, I guess you don't need a crossover.
No crossover. It's going to run full range.
It just goes full range. Yeah, Kevin says he'll send Gatorade with kits.
Good. No, we do Fiji.
I don't know.
I don't know either. All right, guys. Well, guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, what are you waiting for? I need to get to 50,000 subscribers by December of 2023. So, which is, I think, a reasonable goal.
Yeah, you can totally do it. We'll all support you to get there.
Yeah. I'll have to
go, Mike, go.
I'll have to borrow some subscribers from like other people, but
I was going to say, don't borrow them from me. I'm still on that path forward too. But and then let's shoot for 100,000 on Instagram in this year.
I think we will be at 100,000 on Instagram by the end of the month.
Oh,
if we continue
11 days, 21 days.
If we continue this trajectory, I think you for sure. Me, I might be right behind you. Might be like 80 or 90.
Maybe. It depends if I can get another video that just goes crazy, or if the one that I have continues to go crazy.
Look at this. Since we've been talking, let's just see. So, okay. So I hit 50,000 right before I got online with you, right?
Right.
I am now at 50.2. So 200 followers in an hour.
Dude, yeah, I've done the same. Yeah, I went from
6 up.
Dude, you're on pace with me, because I went from 67.2 to 67.4 in an hour. So yeah,
dude, if that keeps up, we're going to hit 100K.
Yeah,
and like I said, 100K is the milestone I'm looking for. I'm not looking for 200 or 300 or 4. That would be great. That'd be fantastic. I would love it. But I think 100,000 is where I think you could plant your feet and be like, hey, I got 100,000 real followers, and they're not going to fall off. They're not going to go anywhere, and they want to be there. So you're going to have your engagement. You're going to have your likes. You're going to have your attention. And then that's when you can actually build a community surrounding those things.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
I got to get going, buddy.
Thanks for coming on. I appreciate it. Everybody out there, as Mike said, please go to his channel, subscribe. You can find him everywhere at Audio Arkitekts. And if you're on Instagram, he's got a link tree there that'll give you links to all of his content. And down in the notes of this video, there's a link to his YouTube as well. So you can hit that and go hit the subscribe button.
And if you haven't subscribed to Jiles, I think you should definitely over this way.
Yeah.
Go subscribe to him because he is amazing and he puts on an excellent show every Tuesday night at 8 o'clock Pacific Standard. No, Mountain Time.
Mountain Time.
I'm still on California time. Mountain Time, and he's the best, man. I wouldn't be here today, sitting here talking about 50,000 subscribers. Well, maybe 50,000 subscribers because I was on Instagram before I met him. But I wouldn't be sitting here talking about potentially reaching 50,000 followers on YouTube had it not been for Jiles. And Jiles was the one that motivated me, got me into the business, got my foot in the door with people like Kevin and the guys over at Aperion, and people like Stark Sound. Great people, great companies that believed in us and me and took a chance on a small channel. So now it's time to pay it forward and pay it back. And that's what we're doing.
Absolutely. And as always, every Tuesday night, be here next week and we will continue the conversation. Bring your friend. And, I want to find more ways to make this more interactive with everyone as well. So I'm going to continue down that path and try and figure out ways to make this even better. So,
dude, I think we should do on a rando day, not on a Tuesday, but like on a Friday, we do a Zoom call with all these people.
Yeah.
So I want to see what a lot of these people look like.
That'd be super fun. It'd be interesting to see who shows up and then who doesn't.
Hi-Fi Haven, you need to do a video where you show your face. I want to see what you look like.
He's all like, "Stop it! No one sees me."
And we're coming over to your house because we want to come over and play. So
he's actually somebody super famous or something like that. I bet
I bet he is. I bet he's someone super famous that wants to keep his voice sounds familiar now to me. So he's probably someone super famous, and he's like, "Oh, these guys! I don't want these guys over here. They probably have cooties and COVID."
That's it. That's the one.
Yeah.
All right, folks, we're gonna go ahead and call it. Mike, thanks again. Everybody else,
thank you for having me. I appreciate it.